Hello. Good morning. I hope you're well today. It's lovely to have you here. It's lovely to be here once again. I am live across multiple platforms once again this morning. So do give me a hello if you are tuning in and watching. I would love to know that you are here. Do say hello if you're watching the replay as well. A hashtag replay in the comments would be amazing because I can come back and say hello to you later as well. It is Thursday. And I have been live every day this week so far. My plan is to be live weekdays round about 10:30, give or take any other things I have on. So make sure you pop that in your diary. It will typically be 10:30. Good morning, Janet. It is lovely to see you as always. Thank you for saying good morning. I do appreciate it. And I hope you are well today as well. So, what am I speaking about today? Speaking about smart investments and growing your business today. And this is a topic that I am quite excited to share my opinions and views on. Because being a certified Profit First professional, I have some unconventional views on investing in your business, and being a financial strategist plays into that as well. Because when we are online, when we are on social media, when we are going about our day, we get bombarded, if you're anything like me, with ads for courses, programs, memberships, all looking at spending lots of money to grow your business and learning lots of different and new things in order to give yourselves the resources to be able to grow and earn more money. And they all talk a good game, of course, because that is marketing. They are never going to say, well, my program's kind of okay and a bit crap. They're never going to do that. They also typically often don't say, whilst you can learn all this stuff, it might not be an area that you're actually any good at anyway, even if you learn it. They also don't say typically that once you learn this stuff, you need to spend X number of hours a week implementing it in order to get any benefit at all from said learning. And that doesn't, of course, take into account the time it might take to learn the thing, or any other investments you might have to make the thing work. Perhaps bits of software, plugins, those kinds of things. So when it comes to knowing what to invest in as a result of that, it can be really quite difficult because, in my opinion, when we are spending money in our business, if it is not 100% necessary to keep the proverbial lights on, then it needs to be able to give us a positive return. And that is very, very difficult to estimate when you get served with an ad for an email marketing program, or a how to build courses program, or a how to start a membership program. And it's very hard to know, will I actually get a return on investment from this? Because whilst the marketing tells me that lots of people get a return, it's worth really understanding yourself with this as well. Because are you the type of person that takes a course and perhaps doesn't finish it, perhaps doesn't completely implement it? Perhaps you go in every time with the best of intentions, but actually, in reality, it doesn't get done. Whether you binge watch all the stuff, but then you don't actually implement any of it ever, or you watch half the stuff and you half-heartedly implement some of the stuff. In these situations, in reality, it's the best thing is to understand yourself and understand that, okay, actually, perhaps I'm not the person that's going to buy this course and get the results that I'm being promised, because I am not the person that is going to start the program or course and finish it and then set aside the time required and the energy required in order to implement this thing every day, every week, every month, or every year. Because I know that I have fallen into those traps more than once, where I pay for a self-study type thing. It might even be with some support calls and those kinds of things, yet I get a few days, a few weeks, or a few months in, and I fall off the bandwagon again because I don't have the bandwidth, ability, focus on that thing in reality to make it ingrained in my business and ingrained in my life and ingrained in my work life. And I also don't have somebody in my team that I'm going to pass that off to in order to implement. So, when it comes to these types of investments to grow your business, I think the most important thing really is to understand the type of person you are and whether this is actually something that you're going to start and finish and implement, because that is what causes us in most cases. Not all, but in most cases, not to get a return from the thing that we've invested in. It's typically our own behavior and how we operate as a human. And until you understand that in your business, then you're going to potentially fall into the trap of buying more and more courses, yet not getting a return from any of them, but knowing that actually the reason is because of how you are as a person. So there are a few options there. You just understand that that's who you are and that's how it works. And actually, you don't need to buy all the courses because you know that this is what will happen. And so maybe you watch a YouTube video on it instead because at least it's free. Or you delegate all of this to someone that's already in your team and has the bandwidth to do it, and you know is that person who will implement it, get it in place, and run it on a daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly basis, however that needs to happen. And that can be a good option if you have that type of person in your team already. And like I say, they already have the bandwidth for that. If you need to take on someone to do this thing in your business, then understanding that when you look at the return that you're going to get from said thing, you need to layer in what their cost is going to be as well. I often see this with people when they hire a ads agency in particular. And the ads agency will say to them, oh, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5 times ROAS on the ads, which basically means we're getting a good return for you from your ad spend. But what the ad people typically don't do is they don't layer in their own fee as part of that calculation. And very often I see that when they layer in their own fee, actually they're not making a return at all from their ad spend. And often people can be losing money on their ad spend as a result, depending on what they're selling, what they're delivering, and the costs to do that. But that is not uncommon. So if you are thinking, oh, well, I can hire in a person to implement this thing because I know that I am not the right person to learn and implement the thing, make sure that when you are doing your calculations on that you layer in their fee as well when you're trying to calculate and determine whether you are actually going to get a return from said thing. And that is whether you hire in an agency to do or you take in a member of staff and half their time is spent doing that thing, whatever that thing is. So understanding when you are investing to grow your business, one, who you are and how you operate with these things. And two, if you need to take on somebody else to actually do the thing and implement the thing in order to support the growth of the business, ensuring that you have layered in their cost, their time, how much you spend on them, what the thing that they are doing is going to cost, whether that's in terms of software, programs, ad spend, whatever that might be, and understanding if it still looks like you're going to get a return from that thing, because we want all of our spending in our business to either one, keep the proverbial lights on, or two, deliver us a positive return. Anything that is out with that is what we call a money leak. And it is essentially a nice to have. And you can absolutely have nice to haves in your business, but understanding that in doing that, it is taking funds away from somewhere else, whether that be from yourself or from other areas in the business. So I hope that makes sense in terms of smart investing. If you have value from today's video, I would absolutely love if you can give me some love, some hearts, some likes, some thumbs up, whatever those mechanisms are on whichever platform you are watching on. I massively, massively appreciate it. I also hugely appreciate everyone who shares out my videos and my content. It means a huge amount to me. So thank you so much. And of course, for turning up here and tuning in today. I know your time is incredibly precious, so I massively appreciate you spending some of it with me. If you do not already follow me on whichever platform you are watching, please do come and do that as well, so that you know next time I am live, which will be back again tomorrow around about 10:30 once again. So thanks again for tuning in today, folks. I do appreciate it. It is lovely to see you all. I love when you say hello in the comments. So thank you for doing that as well. And I will see you all again bright and breezy tomorrow. Take care. Bye.